Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be me trying on a bunch of Charlotte Tilbury products. I recently did a mystery box unboxing. I had picked up one of their mystery boxes for Black Friday and I went through and showed you everything that I got from it. And now today I'm going to be trying pretty much all of it on my face. I do also have a couple Charlotte Tilbury products already in my collection, so I'll try to use as much from that brand on my face today. I don't have something from every category, so some other things I will skip over and just have linked in the description box. Let me go over really quickly the products that I will be trying to use today. So let's start from, my first step to the last step. I do have a primer here. It's the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. There's a pretty generous amount in this sample here. I don't have any concealer or powder or foundation from the brand, but I do have a cream blush. This is the Peachgasm Beauty Light Wand in Peachgasm. And then I do have a blush that I recently got. It's in the shade Ecstasy. It's a very natural nude pink for me. I have a bronzer and highlighter duo. I've had this one for a while. This is the Filmstar Bronze and Glow Duo in light to medium. I have two eyeshadow quads, the Pillow Talk Luxury Palette and the Queen of Glow. This is what the Pillow Talk quad looks like, and this is what the Queen of Glow one looks like. One is slightly more pinky, one is slightly more coppery gold. I have an eye pencil. This is the eye powder pencil in the shade Classic Brown. It's just a regular brown pencil liner. I do have a mascara sample. This is the Legendary Lashes Volume 2. And then for lip products, I do have quite a few to try out. I do already own the Pillow Talk lip pencil, and then I already had the one lipstick in the shade Live It Up, which is a lighter pink color. But in that beauty box, I also got the Pillow Talk medium shade, which is a deeper reddish brown. And then two gloss type products. I got the Lip Luster in Ibiza Nights and the Lip Bath in Pillow Talk. And I do also have a little bit left of the original Pillow Talk lipstick that I have in this Besame container here. I usually use this as a cream blush, but because I'm using the Peachgasm one, I don't know if I'll be able to incorporate both. And same with this little sample pack of the Hollywood Flawless filters. I have tried a couple of the shades, and I do have a fair one left that I potentially could mix with that lipstick to make a glowy cream blush, but I'm not sure I'll be able to incorporate that one either. I'm gonna start with the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Primer. This is what it looks like on the back of my hand. It's kind of a golden color. It feels very thin, and I imagine once I have this on my face, it's not gonna show any actual color. I don't see any glitters in there. So my face is a little pink because whenever I do rub my face, it gets red, but I don't notice any strong scent. It does have a very slight fragrance, but nothing too overpowering, and it doesn't feel heavy or sticky. I don't know that it would dry down 100%, but it doesn't feel like I just put another moisturizer on top of the one I already have on. As for glow, I'm not really seeing anything. It doesn't seem to have changed the level of luminosity on my skin. I'm inspecting my fingers and the back of my hand where I had the product, and also just my skin. I'm not noticing any brightening particles. It's not necessarily glitter, but you know what I mean, where you have like a cream highlight and it just leaves kind of like a luminosity wherever it goes. I do notice that with the Flawless filter. I feel like this definitely has some type of impact, but in the primer, I'm not really noticing anything. Really quickly, I'm going to put on my foundation and concealer and my brows because those aren't Charlotte Tilbury products, and then I will get back to the rest of my face. I'm excited to try this Peachgasm Beauty Light Wand on my actual face. I did test it on the back of my hand in that mystery unboxing video. This is what it looks like on the back of my hand. It's really pretty. Like I mentioned in that unboxing video, it reminds me a lot of Luminoso from Milani. Just gonna put some on the back of my beauty blender and put it on my cheeks. It has a really beautiful glow to it. Yeah, I really like that. And it doesn't seem to be disturbing the foundation I have on underneath either. I mean, it's a very subtle blush color. I will put a powder blush on top, which is how I normally do blushes, but I kind of like that. Sometimes when cream blushes are too pigmented, it makes it a lot easier to overdo it. This is a beauty light wand, and so I know it's not necessarily a cream blush, and this definitely wouldn't be a cream blush for every skin tone. It doesn't feel super sticky, but I definitely do still feel like a creaminess on my cheeks. I do prefer setting my face with powder and then going in with the rest of my cheek products. And so I am going to set it with just the slightest amount of powder, the Ethereal Glow powder from Too Faced, and then I'll go in and try the other cheek products. Obviously, setting it with a powder has taken down some of the glow throughout the day as my natural oils come through. I do think that shine will come back. I just like having powder down so that the powder products I put on top blend a lot more easily and they don't stick to anything and get patchy. Now for the bronzer, I've used this tons in tutorials and Get Ready With Me's in the past, so I'm just going to quickly put this on my face. And then I'm going to put some of that blush on. This one does have a slightly different color on the inside, but it's so similar to the outer color that you really can't tell unless you're up close. That's a beautiful color. And I do like to pack on extra blush in the winter. And so lighter shades like this are really easy for me to not overdo because it's not too deep. But I think for the sake of the mystery boxing, Charlotte Tilbury might have done a better job in that sense by putting a deeper color, and that way it would show up on people with deeper skin tones, and then people with lighter skin tones could still apply it just with a lighter hand. Then I'm going to take that highlighter shade from the Filmstar Bronze and Glow Duo, and I'm going to take this Duo Fiber brush and just put that on the top. I've also worn this in a ton of tutorials and videos in the past. I've had this product for quite a few years, ever since I started my channel, so at least 3 or 4 years now. And then I do like to go back over with that blush brush, not adding any more blush, but just kind of going back over so you can still kind of see that glow, but then the blush is still peeking through. I'm going to pull some shades probably from both of the quads, so I'm going to open them both in front of me. First, I'm going to pull that pinky shade from the Pillow Talk Duo. That's in the shade Enhance. And I'm going to put that in the crease. That's a really beautiful color. It blended really nicely. And like I mentioned in the mystery box video, the eyeshadows are much more pigmented than I had assumed that they would be. I just kind of figured that this type of brand, given the type of makeup looks that they do in their marketing campaigns and in their ads and stuff, you're not doing these like editorial, really high impact pigmented looks. You're doing softer looks just to enhance what you already have. But these pack a punch. I'm actually pretty surprised in a good way. I'm going to take a more pointed crease brush and pull that deeper matte shade. I believe that's in the shade Smoke, and focus it right directly in the crease. And we'll go back in with that lighter pink shade and that other brush and just make sure that it is blended. I do want to pull from the Queen of Glow palette and grab that deeper matte brown. I'm taking the Real Techniques shading brush from like an Instapop duo that I got a while ago, and grab a little bit of that and just put that on the outer third. I am going to try and mimic the type of looks that they create in all of their ads. So I am going to go for like a smoky, pinky, natural type of look and really smudge everything out and make it really smoky. And for that, I'm going to pull out this pencil. This is Classic Brown. I am going to tightline with it and then put a little bit on the outer half and then smudge it out. This is a very creamy pencil, especially for a like sharpenable pencil. Those typically aren't the creamiest. And I will be taking whatever's left over from that pencil on this brush and doing that on the lower lash line and then reaching it to the top. I'm going to take a little mixture of those two matte shades from the Pillow Talk Duo, just mix those two and then run that along the lower lash line to further smudge it out. And then I will tightline with that pencil as well, both in the top and on the lower lash line. Now for like the sparkly shade I want to put on my lid, I'm not entirely sure which one I want to go with. I want to pull something from the Queen of Glow because I did already use 2 shades from the Pillow Talk one. The top 2 are just, I think they're regular metallic formula, and then I think this one here, which is in the shade Pop, I think that's one of their Celestial shades, which is more of a topper. So I think what I'll do is I'll take this shade here. The writing on this is so small in some spots that I can't even read the name of the first shade, but I'm gonna take this lighter of the two metallics and put that all over the lid and then throw this coppery topper shade on top. This is very gold, and I am surprised at just how pigmented. I'll say it again. Definitely a warmer gold quad, much warmer gold than I'm used to wearing. And I will grab that shade with a packer brush and just make sure it is also going above the crease on the first half of my lid, so it's just much more shimmery all around and not just on my lid. And then I'm gonna go in with my finger in that Celestial shade, which is even more coppery. Put that right on top. I put it on this side, but not on this side yet, if you can see a difference. No real fallout, I will say, but because I did go in a little more sloppily with my fingers to apply those metallic shades, I am going to go back in and clean up some of the matte shades just so you can still see those. And just a little bit back in with that eyeliner just to bring that back a little bit. I will say the eyeliner is relatively creamy, but it's not as creamy as the Essence liner. And then lastly, for my inner corner, I'm going to use this top shade from the Pillow Talk quad. I think I'll put a little bit of that right in the bottom. This shade, I will say, is more of a satiny shade. I wouldn't say it's a full-on metallic. I'm going to put some foundation around my lip line so I can get a cleaner line, and then I'm going to grab the Pillow Talk lip liner and just line the outside of my lips. And then I'm going to go in with that Pillow Talk Medium 2 shade, which is a deeper version of the Pillow Talk lipstick, the original shade. This is from the Matte Revolution formula. That's beautiful. It is definitely a deeper brown lip for me, but it does still have a hint of a rosy undertone, which I think really adds something special to it. And lastly, I am gonna put on the mascara. This is just a little mini of it. One thing I don't love about mascara wands is when they're too big and when they're like natural bristle brushes and they're like too long, because then I feel like I can't really get in there. This one is kind of big, but it feels like a very wet formula. I can kind of just tell. So I'm going to be very careful with this. I am going to curl my lashes really quick. So that's one coat on one side with nothing on the other eye yet. For one coat, that does definitely pack a punch, I think, because it's a little bit of a wetter formula, which is good if you are going to have a larger mascara brush. And when I say larger, I know that's relative. I do have smaller, more deep set eyes, so most mascara brushes I would consider to be maybe a little too big. The bristle wand reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It has a very similar bristle length, and if the wand is going to be that large, which once again, like I said, is relative, I would prefer the mascara formula to be a little bit more wet, just so I can apply more with each application and not have to worry about going in a million times just to build it up. I'm gonna go in and build another layer and see how well it does that. It seems to do a very good job at coating each lash and separating them. They don't clump together super easily, but it does slightly clump them in a way that makes it look fuller. Overall, I really do like how this look turned out. It is very warm and deep, which is perfect for this time of year, and it's not warm in a way that I find to be unflattering. Sometimes when things pull too orangey, they don't look good on me. Everything seemed to blend very nicely. The glowy products aren't too glowy and blinding where it looks unnatural. That being said, as much as I like the makeup I'm wearing, I am also one who's very critical of things that are very high priced. If something is going to be 4, 5, 6 times more expensive than some drugstore products that I use every day and really enjoy, they need to add more value in a certain way. Yes, the packaging is luxurious and beautiful. I do at times fall for that marketing, that aspirational lifestyle, where my fantasy self is someone who would be the type of person to own and wear a lot of things from Charlotte Tilbury. And I do love rose gold and I love vintage, slightly art deco packaging, so it does really all come together for me. But at the end of the day, so far from using these products and from using a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products in the past, I really can't think of one product where I can outright say, yes, this is worth the $40 and I recommend it and I think you should go out and get it. Which honestly, I'm like that with most products. Even if I do recommend a product, I'm not going to outright say that you need it and you have to go buy it. And as much fun as it will be to use these products again and again, I think the only product that I would go out and repurchase out of all of this is the lip liner from the Lip Cheat line in the shade Pillow Talk. I think this is just a beautiful color, it's a beautiful formula, and I really enjoy it, and it is something that I am almost finished with and I would buy again. Like I did in my last Get Ready With Me where I tried new products, I will put some more information in the description box about how these products lasted throughout the day. Of course, I haven't tried everything from Charlotte Tilbury. If you have and there are products from that brand that you really recommend and you think I should try and you think they are worth the price tag, please let me know in the comments. There are some things from the brand I'm still curious to try. I would definitely like to try their setting spray. That's definitely on my wish list. And let me know if you enjoy these specific brand Get Ready With Me's where I try to use as many products from one brand as I can. I can definitely do that with some more affordable brands as well. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.